Hi there, my name's James, and if you got the time, I got the games. Say what you want to say about the vast majority of this game. This is a really great chapter.
What do you know of purebloods?
They're half-breeds' ancestors. An ancient race born into their unnatural state, not turned like most others. They're all but extinct.
You are wrong to speak of them in the past. They walk among us.
You know, it's certainly not perfect, but what in most games is perfect.
Such a gallant knight. I fought against their ilk in Jahansi. The United India Company is their agent.
Okay, right over here is our first collectible, or inspectable item.
System is expanding.
Like most of the chapters in this game where there's actually gameplay that aren't just cutscenes,
We should be able to move this together.
this one starts out very slow, but when the action picks up, it just keeps going, and parts of this level are just extremely difficult. And it's not only entirely possible, but very likely that you're going to die quite a few times running through this chapter. Matter of fact, there's two parts of this level that I think the developers intentionally designed them so you have to die several times. Unless you do it over and over and over again.
This way.
Okay, she's going over to the right, but we're going to take a left. And we've done this before. Obviously, there's a cylinder in here. It's the exact same mechanic. I think we've done this 2 or 3 times so far. But as you can see, there's a lot more exploration. This has a lot more, you know, I keep wanting to say collectibles, but they're inspectable items in this game.
There's the exit. Wait. There's someone here.
Workers.
And it's got... this level has its share of cutscenes, but they're not near as long and near as many as have been in the rest of the game. Here's one right here.
This is private property.
Oh, I feared as much. I was lost in the tunnels.
Who the devil are you?
Another lost traveler in this infernal city, it appears. If you don't mind me asking, where am I?
Blackwall Yard. United India Docks.
Definitely not where I thought.
Well, you're going to have to go back where you came.
Back through the tunnels. Oh, a trifle easier to climb up to the streets, wouldn't you say?
Back you go.
Don't worry. He's only resting. Though his head might pain him for some time after.
That guy didn't seem suspicious at all. That Galahad has this giant handgun strapped to his chest.
The city's expanding the embankment.
Okay, but in order to advance, we've got to pull this switch. And then run all the way back here.
Give me a hand with this.
And wait for Lakshmi to come around and help us push this again. Again, this starts out very slow, but once the action starts, there's just parts of this level that are insanely difficult, but you have access to a variety of weapons and you can pick up just about anything that you want to use. But not every single weapon that this game has to offer is available here. Like if we had that art gun that we had in the last chapter, then this level would be a breeze.
We should be
Alright, before we climb up,
Good idea.
there is another inspectable item back here.
This belongs to one S. Lawton.
Okay, so now we're going to climb up to the street. I do like how the story takes a twist here. I really think this level is very well done, and I wasn't a big fan of some of the chapters before this. Other than chapters 3 and chapter 5, I think are really fun.
Give me your hand.
Both of which start out really slow, but the action picks up. This one, I think, is probably the best chapter so far, and I still haven't played this to the end. I think if the entire game was like this chapter, or Chapter 5, this could have been one of the best games of the year.
I'll unlock the gate from inside.
Here, I'll help you.
But, as I'm sure you know, that's not the way it went, but kind of a shame.
Hurry! A patrol is bound to pass this way sooner or later.
Just a moment longer.
And I don't get if this is how she was going to pick the lock, why she couldn't have done that from this side. Okay, we got a guy up top. This is where the gunplay starts.
We can subdue them without killing anyone.
We don't have to shoot this guy right here, but
I'll find a way to get to the sniper.
I'm going to. If you don't shoot him right there, he's going to be right here with these two guys. Nice.
Company man down.
Alright, jump the gap. We've got our first grenade. Now finally we can pick up a rifle. This is not a great rifle. If you don't get a headshot, this rifle takes 2 or 3 shots to put somebody down. Anybody.
Target down.
Look, I think this game has a pretty decent shooting mechanic. Obviously not the greatest you'll ever see, but it's not bad at all.
The street's clear. Stay put while I handle the sniper.
Okay, door's about to open. If this guy runs away, there's a crate right there that he'll hide behind. But way back in the corner is another grenade, and we're going to use this grenade coming up. Because absolutely the most irritating enemies in this entire game is coming up right here. One of them anyway. There's a door right there. The shotgunners. There's a shotgunner coming at us with a couple other guys. Did we get them all? Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't always happen, but cool. That's all good. Okay, coming around the corner. Forget everybody else. That's another shotgunner. And the guy up top throws grenades, so we're going to get rid of him too. Now, maybe it's just me, but the shotgunners in this game are extremely frustrating. And not only because they do so much damage, but they never sit still. Okay, hold on. We got a guy right here. Hold on, back up. He's got a thermite rifle, like we had in Chapter 3. And you can see how heavily armored he is. We got 2 guys shooting at us on the right, but screw those guys. Get that armored guy first. Now, we can go over and pick up the thermite rifle, but there really isn't any point in doing that. Because the only people we would be able to use it on is these 2 guys right here. So we're going to run up after the sniper.
Hold on! I'm nearly there.
There's a stealth part right here. And after we take out the sniper, they force you to take the sniper rifle. So whatever weapon that you're carrying is replaced. So there's no point in even picking up the thermite rifle at all. Got it.
Move forward!
Okay, this vantage point, you see the other window over to the left? This is the only vantage point we have, and it's entirely likely you're going to get shot here a lot. But you probably won't be killed.
Guard down!
Alright, come on, come on. Oh, she got him. Cool. Where that
Move up!
Where that guy is that we just shot, that's actually our destination.
And keep your bloody head down!
But there's like 3 waves. Yeah, shotgunner, shotgunner. Just went underneath us. I'll show you right here. These guys are irritating. And they never sit still. Not only do they do intense damage, 2 shots from a shotgun and you're down, but they're constantly moving. They're really hard to shoot. Maybe it's just me.
Go! I'll cover you!
You know, maybe I just suck with sniper rifles. I don't know. But those shotgunners are all the way through this level. And they're the hardest part about it. Alright, cool. Moving on.
Behind you!
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, hold on. Button prompts. I'm pretty sure there's absolutely no way she could have seen that guy coming up behind us from where she was standing. But whatever. Obviously, we're going to need the black water here. Okay, so she made it to the doorway. Now we have to. But we're really badly hurt.
Keep moving, I'll cover you!
It says to accelerate, but you're going to get shot here a bunch of times. There's nothing you can do about it. Alright, yeah, grenade. Get it. Get the grenade. Alright, cool.
So much for keeping this friendly.
Damn it, I'm in no mood to jest. You said you had proof. Where is it?
Patience, Knight. We're almost there.
Let's find our way out of here.
Agreed. We can't stay here for long.
Alright, this is the way out, but the door's locked.
We need to find another way.
Perhaps it can be unlocked from the other
So
side.
that's not going to work. We've got another inspectable item over here.
The United India Company is taking a foothold on the new continent.
Right, very cool.
This hoist might still work.
Okay, this you have to hold down the triangle button. There's actually a considerable amount of this in this level too. It's not just hitting button prompts as they come up. You got to hit them just right.
That should be close enough.
I have this.
You can see that platform that was moved above us. We have to run up to it.
I think I can reach the hoist from up here.
I'll work the chain.
And then Lakshmi does it the other way. And again, the level of detail is beautiful. That doorway over there is where we want to go.
I can manage.
Yeah, I was only just shot 8 or 10 times. I'm fine. Everything's great. Alright, run all the way down. And we're outside. We can go.
Knight, over here.
Alright, before we go to the door, the next cylinder is right in front of us. Pretty much impossible to miss that one.
On my count of 3. 1, 2.
Alright, look out.
Look out!
You don't do that in time, they will kill her right there. Now we lost the sniper rifle.
I'm being pinned down.
This rifle here. This is a pretty poor weapon. If you don't get a direct headshot, it could take 2, 3, 4 shots to kill one guy. I mean, that is good for a challenge, but it takes a really long time to kill people with this thing. This is a really sucky weapon. And sometimes you think you got a headshot, and it doesn't count. And one more guy. Alright, cool.
We're clear.
There's another grenade, dead center. And there we go. This guy in the back has got a much better rifle. So we're going to grab that first before we go to the back of the room and pick up the ammo crate. There's also another grenade. Okay, we're supposed to go over to the right, but there's another inspectable right here.
They'll never understand.
Right, very cool. Coming up through here, this is actually a pretty lengthy cutscene. But it is really important for the story. And I do like the way the story takes a twist in this level. Everything that we thought was going on is actually complete bullshit.
What is he doing here? Devi, it's all right. You can speak freely. Devi, go on.
It is the same as the airship, Rani. The cargo is bound for the Americas and the West Indies.
How many?
More than twice the last shipment. They are making up for lost time.
This shipment cannot reach the shores of the new continent.
There's more. Security is on high alert. His name was mentioned. They are arranging a meeting.
We may be in luck yet.
Whose name was mentioned?
One of your esteemed lords. If he's coming here for a meeting, then you shall see for yourself.
Not that it was really difficult to see coming. It would appear as if the rebels were actually right the whole time. I haven't seen the rest of the game yet, so I'm not really sure.
This proves nothing. Lord Hastings is Chamberlain and a peer. He's often in our council.
Yes, privy to the Order's operations. How convenient for him.
You imagine conspiracies when none exist.
Look at the cargo night and talk to me of fantasies.
Rani, क्या आपको उस पे विश्वास है?
मैं ये ना कहते हैं कि समझने के बाद हो गया तो वो जरूर सुनेगा.
अगर उसने नहीं बात मानी तो?
Then it shall be dealt with.
The scientist said that he will listen to reason. That would lead you to believe that it was Nikola Tesla. I haven't seen any other scientist in this game.
This way, Rani.
Okay, so we come up into this building,
I surprise you again.
and you're supposed to go to the left, but we're not going to go that way
Army in India.
just yet,
Our generals.
because there's an inspectable over here.
It's been a while since my last journey to East India.
Awesome, and sorry, I kind of talked over the backstory of Lakshmi, where you kind of find out who she is.
I'll get the door.
And we go into here. We're supposed to go to the right, but we're going to step in here first for another one.
The latest ship in the company's fleet.
Pretty cool looking model ship, I think anyway. Okay, now we're going to run into the cutscene.
There. The shipment is being loaded. This foul cargo must never be allowed to leave here. Hurry.
Alright, all good.
The exit is
I'm going to run down the stairs. There's a doorway over to the left we're supposed to go, but we're not going to go that way just yet. Once again. Here we got to pick the lock.
not in
Get it.
Would be safer to call for
Alright, cool.
not until we locate the ship.
Because they're just over there casually talking. All the way in the back of this, I'm assuming it's an office, is our next cylinder.
Yes, sir.
Devi, I need you to go and guard the escape routes.
Well, Rani, I should escort you. It is my duty to protect you.
Devi, it's an order.
Okay, so Lakshmi goes straight ahead. We can't actually climb up there until she jumps down. While Devi is just going to hang out over here for a while. Alright, she hops down and we can go.
Over here. We can cross through.
Going across to the ship, you can actually sprint here. And she made it seem imperative that we hurry, but we're clearly in no hurry. And we got to turn this crank.
I'll man the crank. Keep an eye out while I raise the platform.
Now we get to the top of the ship up here. There's a segment where I have just died and died repeatedly. I can't tell you how many times I've died here.
Look inside. I see a number of guards. We need to move quietly.
And we've got to work our way around first. We have to climb up, but there's a shooting part that's coming up here. And a guard who is heavily armored, who's carrying a cannon that shoots mines. Hold on. There it is, yeah.
Pull me up!
But he shoots mines, and there's no place to take cover where you will not be hit with the explosion, and you will be killed countless times in this part up here.
Hurry!
And I think the developers did that intentionally. You're supposed to die here a bunch of times.
The intruders are here! Get his lordship to safety!
Okay, here we go. The best way that I've seen, that I figured out how to do this. There's two guys in the front. Get rid of these two guys.
Four guards in the left. One of them has a detonator.
And then hop over and get as close to the wall as possible. This doesn't mean anything. You can still be killed here. Shit, yeah. There was one right there. Let him get on this side. Don't go to the right. Every time I went to the right, I was killed. Yeah, that one got us. Shit. Yeah, and we haven't done any damage to this guy yet. Hold on, back up, back up. Alright. Get the guy that's armored first. Just make him the focus. Ah. Yeah, just run right out in the middle of the fire. Where are you? Come on. Okay, no shit. Alright, that was pretty awesome. Okay, so there's a sniper rifle back here which we're going to pick up. I like to take cover right here because of all of this. Fortunately, there's no shotgunners down here.
I'm reloading!
Man, really? You're just going to stand out in the open. Okay, works for me. And that's it. Okay. We're going to have a sniper on us up here in a minute. That doesn't happen until you go around the corner.
Sniper! Atop the crane!
Yeah, there he is. Okay. Try to stick your head out and let him shoot. Then get him.
Target down! The deck is clear. We should move.
Agreed. I believe we can reach the other side from below.
Ready?
Now, we could have just picked up that weapon, that cannon that was shooting mines. But you don't really have to. Come in here, go over to the left. There is another grenade over here if you want it, which I do. And on the other side of the room, there's that same cannon that shoots mines. I mean, you can do it if you want to and try it for yourself, but it's really inaccurate. It's fun to try,
Come on.
but it really doesn't help, and you'll be killed a lot if you use that weapon.
Go through them.
I like to keep the sniper rifle, because we're going into another heavy gunfight. Way in the back, there's a platform. There's no way to get over to that platform. Down here is this guy. And another shotgunner. I swear to God, these shotgunners. Oh, come on, are we doing this again? Come on. Oh, thank God. Alright, well, the rest of this should be cake then. Until we go downstairs. Okay, you can get down there two different ways. You can go over to the left, or you can go over to the right. Take that platform and they both go down to the same place. We're going to go to the left and equip a grenade. If you go down this way, you can actually take cover up against this a lot quicker because we have more guards coming down here and one of them's a shotgunner. Yeah, that guy. Okay. Okay, well, if you're just going to stand there. Thank you. Then we missed somebody else, too. Alright, awesome. And coming into this room, this isn't so much a cutscene.
Quite an array of weapons.
But in this room, before we go out, if you go upstairs, we've got another inspectable item. And it's a picture of the rebels, and they're carrying the Order's weapons. One has a thermite rifle, and the other has that, the cannon that shoots mines. And how are the rebels getting their hands on these weapons? But underneath the staircase, way in the back in the corner, is another one. And the Raven. That's the emblem of the rebels. And then we're going to run over to this table and we're going to grab this weapon.
This way. On my mark. Be prepared to cover me.
It's just what I prefer to use as opposed to the sniper rifle for what's coming. There's a lot more huge gunfights coming up here.
A very ill omen.
They must have fallen back to regroup. We might only have a small window of opportunity before they return.
Now, the proof woman.
As you wish.
Okay, there is a sliding door over to the left, but before we get there, more grenades over here if you need them.
What now?
Inspect the cargo. Look for any distinguishing marks on the crates.
Okay, yeah, we're going to do that in a minute.
Looking for are the company's insignia.
First, we're going to come over here. Next inspectable.
Look for the
That's all
insignia.
good. Turn right around.
Red stamp.
Run all the way back to the other side of the room. There's another one. It's a light bulb. Kind of a big deal in 1886. I'm assuming this is Thomas Edison's light bulb. And the crate that we're looking for is actually right next to that.
Here. This must be what we're looking for. Help me get this one down. Crowbar.
This is a pretty decent length cutscene, but it makes the story go into a complete twist.
Look, Hard Knight. See the evil we both fight against.
Vampires. It can't be. How?
The Half-Breed are consolidating their power. With the protection of the Lycans in your land, Hastings and his vampire ilk are spreading disease throughout your
Lord
state.
Hastings, you can't be one of them.
Many have witnessed in Whitechapel your noble lord roaming the streets late at night, preying on downtrodden women.
The Ripper gangs.
That is what you call them. How do you think the murderer still continues to evade Commissioner Doyle's dragnet?
So Lord Hastings is a vampire. The game gives you its own spoiler. Oh. Okay, that was easy. So, why are we afraid of these things again?
How many more of these are there?
Enough to affect a city.
I do, however, like the fact that story-wise, this game came up with its own folklore in terms of like werewolves and vampires and everything. It's not like a werewolf can only be killed by a silver bullet or a stick with a silver handle. Those old adages actually come from the Universal horror movies from the 30s and 40s.
Over here.
I mean, those are the most popular ones, but they actually came from movies, not literature. Lakshmi just killed a vampire with a regular Bowie knife, not a wooden stake. If what she says is true, and Lord Hastings is actually a vampire, we've seen him walking around in the daylight. He's not killed by the sunlight at all. So this game comes up with its own folklore, just like Anne Rice's Vampire Chronicles.
Prepare another.
So I think that's kind of cool. Whoa! Oh yeah, by the way, the fire can hurt you. It can do damage. After this, we're coming up on a shooting segment. And if I get a little amped up, you know, I'm sorry, but I have died so many times coming up on the next part. Hold on, let's back up first. This is the next part of the game the second part of this level that I think you're supposed to die. The developers designed it that way. You're not supposed to get through it without dying 2, 3, 4 times. And if that happens, then I'm just going to run with it, because that's the way the game was designed. Oh, but notice this right here. I don't know if I brought this up before, but notice how clear it is in the foreground and how blurry it is in the background, just like old photography. And I'm pretty sure that was done intentionally too, and I think that's pretty awesome.
I found another fuel can.
Okay, right next to her is another stash of grenades if you want them. I'm probably not going to be using those for what we're about to do, but there is an ammo crate in this elevator. And we do not want to run out of ammo for the fight we're about to come up on.
Alright, this one's ready to be lit.
Let's move on to the rest.
Very well.
Go! Take care of the remaining cargo. I'll deal with this one.
Alright, Lakshmi has still got more crates to burn up. So we've got to keep these guys off her. This part isn't too bad. That guy, right there. That guy throws grenades. We want to get rid of that guy. Yeah, he's about to... Whoa! Cool! Yeah, I don't think I mentioned it before. In this game, you can shoot the grenades in their hands and they explode. Or if you use your black sight, you can shoot the grenades in midair and they explode. Hold on, shit, another one. Yeah, I didn't get it that time. Get out of the way. Alright, cool. Now once we beat this part, we're gonna take the elevator downstairs, and there's several different parts of that too, but there's another one of the guards that's really heavily armored, and he's carrying another cannon that shoots mines. and there's nowhere to take cover where when the mines explode they don't do damage. I've just died repeatedly over and over and over again in this next part.
There are more crates below. We need to get
But there's also shotgunners, and that certainly doesn't help. As I said earlier, not only do they do really intense damage, but they never stop moving. Oh, they charge at you. Unlike everybody else who will stay on that side of the room, the shotgunners charge right at you.
I'm coming as quickly as I can.
Company man down!
Okay, so it starts out with those three while she's still doing her thing. Then once that's done, we're going to have a guy come out to the left and a shotgunner right behind him who's going to drop down to the floor and charge us. There will be another one coming from the right. Cool, got him. There will be another one on the right though, but... Hold on. Awesome. Oh, he's already down here. Shit. See, that doesn't always happen either. You know, I've heard criticism that the AI in this game is really simplistic and easy to figure out. I think that's bullshit. I honestly think that's bullshit because I've played through this over and over again. There's the guy, get him. Your attackers don't act the same way every time. Hold on, focus on him, folks. You know, it doesn't matter. I've done this a lot of times and just died. Are you kidding me? No shit. Okay, well that doesn't normally happen. No, I have died here, I swear to God. I have died here so many times.
Guard down!
I genuinely think you're supposed to. They designed the game that way. That was a fluke. Okay, you know, if I was willing to die 2, 3, 4 times there and just leave it right in the video because I honestly think they designed the game that way. But, after everything we've just done, you think that's the end? It's not. This level is intense. After all of that, now we have to fight werewolves. This is really similar to what we've done before. Only now there's only 2 of them in the room, and there's one that charges you from the right. And while you're loading, you don't have time to dodge out of the way. So I use black sight and get him. There's no way to turn the camera fast enough. Hold on, before we get him, wait for the next one. There he is. Dodge out of the way and then kill him. Okay, so he's no longer a threat. Back up. This next one can come at you from any of 3 directions. Left, right, or center. There he is. Nope. Nope, don't think so. And again, whoa! And there he is. Get him. Alright. See, that's another issue that it's a small issue. It's kind of... Well, no, that's not true. I'd like to say it's a non-issue, but it really is kind of a big deal. Some of their attackers that they gave you in this game are these giant wolves that are twice your size.
Not yet, but hurry! Break down the door! At once, Johnny!
And giant gun, or no giant gun, there's no reason why these giant wolves that are twice your size should not be able to kill you. Look at this thing. Right here. Is he here? Galahad puts him in a headlock. It's a giant wolf. And wait. You see, as little sense as that makes, it makes no sense at all. I really like this chapter. This is probably my favorite one so far in the game.
There's no time. The company's forces are gathering at the shipyard.
We must flee. Night. Did not tempt fate. Our work here is done.
The fact that a lot of the details in the story are kind of backwards, completely backwards, didn't make me enjoy this level any less.
Must be made known to the council.
Tread carefully, Knight.
A lot of action, a lot of exploration,
Succeed without powerful friends in the government.
and pretty cool
You
characters.
saw on the docks how your own ranks have been infiltrated.
If it is as you say, then surely I would
The
have
war
suspected.
has turned against the half-breeds. They are now using the United India Company to spread terror throughout the world. You must help us.
I'm a knight, sworn to protect the realm, not bring it crashing down.
Then you must trust no one. Fare you well, Knight. Would only we could have met on different circumstances.
Where should I find you?
Whisper my name in Whitechapel, and I will be there.
Alright, I'm going to end this here. My name is James. If you got the time, I got the games. Thank you guys so much for watching.